We just had some sample presentations, and these were from people whose day job has nothing to do with creativity or entrepreneurship. But what was interesting was, they were able to talk, they were able to present very confidently, very strong concepts, and they were able to also articulate how the process had helped them. When you can articulate that, then it's something you can take back into your everyday working. So you're really saying that this is where I learned, this is where a change happened, this is where we completely changed the track of the idea. And what is interesting is that these people have changed over the last 3 days, just 3 days. Their own understanding of their potential is something else. And as far as the creative process goes, people think that, oh, it's a lot of fun and, it's interesting and exciting and it's chaotic, but actually it's a journey. And that journey starts from a high when you start working with something new, it's exciting, but then there's a drop. And in that drop, it's an emotional drop. In that emotional drop, you start to feel that, oh my God, I'm never going to find the answer. I'm a failure. Our team has no potential. You start arguing. But that's when it's a chaotic stage, where you're taking a lot of inputs and finding a way to synthesize them. There's a lot of churning going on. So that happens, and then there's some magic that happens. It's the collective mind power, all that we have learned, the tools that are provided, there's a synthesis that happens. And something very pure, very beautiful, very new emerges. And that's what the teams already demonstrated. Although in the afternoon we have speakers and we have a more formal panel, it helped that they were given some very valid inputs. Inputs like telling a better story. Inputs like talking about how they would prototype something like this, making it even more compelling. So this is really about opening up the right side of your brain. You already have so much knowledge. You keep collecting knowledge. And hey, knowledge and data is available on Google today. But how do you synthesize all of that and create something new? Which is where you need to use your imaginative side. But it's not that alone. It's actually taking your imaginative side, your very realistic and practical side, fusing the two to create something original. So broadly, I had mentioned this in my talk earlier also in the beginning, broadly this is about, open is about learning and sharing. So everybody gets to learn. So when we work with participants, we learn. Carlos brings his wide experience of working in this field, and Carlos' students get hired by the best organizations. It's a unique course, and what we do at EDM again is unique. We are actually working with entrepreneurs, taking ideas from mind to market with skill, speed and imagination, and there's a lot of learning every day on that. So we are learning and we are sharing. People are learning from the way we work, and it's also about connecting and collaborating. It's people who would never have worked together. Like one of the presentations that we had, there was somebody from Honeywell with somebody from Future Group, working in the home space with somebody who's an entrepreneur, somebody who's an interaction designer. And it's completely amazing, that diversity. So they're learning how to work with that diversity, the dynamics of a team, the dynamics of starting to work together and hopefully becoming friends later. Sometimes you don't even know, I don't know the names of a lot of people here. They have registered, I've connected with them on LinkedIn, but I don't know their names. Because it is about first creating something valuable together, and the focus is that. It's also about the notion of productivity, of using your time in the best possible way. So you could sit around in a 1-hour meeting, and especially as Indians, we love to talk. So we can just be in a 1-hour meeting, or every 15 minutes you can see, okay, I've produced so many insights, and here I have a breakthrough idea. Let's create, preserve, destroy. Let's add something new to this. It's the sheer energy of that they're learning. The next time they're sitting at a meeting and tapping their feet, they're going to ask, what am I doing here? How can I become a leader? How can I suggest some changes to this process? And I think it's going to stay with them for life. And like I said before, they're changing. They're changing. The way they work is changing. The sheer values of curiosity, optimism, of resilience, of I'm going to stay with this idea and push it through. All of that they're learning, which is all new.